Spiritual wildfires are raging in America. These fires have engulfed families and social structures. Many have lost hope in fleeing from the flames. But our Catholic faith offers us another solution. Our Lady's Immaculate Heart provides a shelter for all who seek it. This lesson can be learned from the great Peshtigo Fire of 1871, when a group of faithful Catholics relied upon Our Lady of Good Help's intervention. The miracle which followed was evidence of her power to protect. Howdy and welcome to America Needs Fatima. My name is 𝗕𝗲𝗰𝗿𝗍𝗃 and today's video is about a Marian miracle that almost nobody has heard of. But before we get going, be sure to hit subscribe and click the notification bell so that you never miss out on another story of Mary. Okay, here's our story. On October 8th, 1871, a massive fire swept through Peshtigo, Wisconsin, and other nearby towns. Though overshadowed by the Great Chicago Fire that you may know of, the Peshtigo blaze killed more people at around 2,500 and destroyed more property, over 1.2 million acres. No one knows how the fire started. What was known was that it was made worse by a dry year and hurricane-strength winds. Fire was, so to speak, in the air. Father Peter Pennon, who served 2 churches in the Peshtigo area, said that for days he had seen a red glow and heard loud noises some distance away. As the noise grew and the glow grew closer, he decided to prepare for the worst. It took him several hours to dig a pit in the ground to bury sacred objects under a foot of dirt. As he finished covering his pit, Father Pennon barely had time to release his horse and load the tabernacle into a handcart before the wildfire reached Peshtigo. As he headed to the river, the fire was soon upon the village and everything was in chaos. People ran in all directions as victims of the fire were reduced to ashes. Father Pennon started pushing people into the river since it was the only safe place. Immediately, people followed suit and everyone around him waded in the cold water for almost 5 hours, while above them was a tornado of fire. While this chaos took place in Peshtigo, there was a different scene at the village of Robbinsville, now called Champion, Wisconsin. The village was the site of the first approved apparition of Our Lady in the United States. She had appeared to Sister 𝗕𝗲𝗰𝗹𝗆 in 1859. In honor of the apparition, a wooden chapel was built dedicated to Our Lady of Good Help. In the early morning of October 9th, the locals fled to the safety of Our Lady of Good Help's protection. It seems irrational to seek safety in a wooden structure in the middle of the greatest wildfires in American history, but they abandoned themselves to practice the great virtue of confidence. Hoping against all hope, the locals had so much confidence in Our Lady's protection that they drove their livestock onto the chapel grounds. Okay, well, I have to pause our story here just for 1 minute, but we'll get right back to it, I promise. This is such an incredible example of our mother's love, and so few people know about it. Just as Sister Adele and the faithful did in 1871, you and I have the opportunity to act for an end to a wildfire, a spiritual one. So many souls are not hearing the Fatima message of Our Lady. You can help save those poor souls by clicking the link below in the description or in the comment section. This will take you to a program where you can become a virtual missionary for Our Lady. Thank you for joining me in spreading the message of Our Lady of Fatima. Okay, back to the miracle. Sister Adele led the inhabitants in a procession outside with a statue of Our Lady while praying the rosary. When the air became oppressive, they were forced to continue inside, but the wooden structure miraculously refused to burn. The prayers of the faithful were heard. The heavy wind stilled, the fire abated, and it began to rain. The faithful were in awe. Salvation from the fire had finally come. After the fire, Father Pennon went to investigate the miracle and found that everything in the neighborhood had been burned to the ground with the exception of the school, chapel, and fences surrounding the 6 acres of land consecrated to Our Lady. The miracle serves as a lesson for our times. We need recourse to Our Lady for the spiritual fires in our lives. Just as she promised that Fatima, her Immaculate Heart, will be our refuge in the path that leads us to God. She only asks to have confidence in her and to pray the Rosary. And that's the end of our time together today. Thank you for watching, everyone, and may God bless you and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. God love you. Thanks for watching. To save souls, there needs to be more Fatima-focused content on YouTube. If you agree and you want to help me make more videos, please join our special Child of Mary group. As a Child of Mary, you'll get a beautiful Fatima pin, plus inspiring reports on America Needs Fatima work to save souls. Click the link in the description below to learn more and become a Child of Mary. God love you.